Hello, this is Overly Critical Anime and my final thoughts on season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. This is a really good show. I only have a few complaints about it, but before that, I'd like to go over some of the stuff they do really good. Um, the plot is really pretty good. It's about Yuji or Yujo. I butchered his fucking name. I apologize for that. And he basically swallows this, I guess, this cursed object that gives him cursed energy. That kind of reminds me of like the spiritual energy from Bleach, but it's so much different. And it doesn't really, I don't think, compare too much with that, but it did kind of remind me of it. But it's to gather these, fingers and give him the Sakura spirit more energy, so he could fight Gojo. I won't give too many spoilers away, because I don't want to spoil stuff. But this show is rather good. It goes over the main characters really well, and it goes over the side characters really well, and it doesn't make any of these team members seem pointless or useless. They get their own little backgrounds. They could use a little bit of work there, but overall, it's only 24 episodes. I can't, you know, blame it 100% to flesh out these characters 100%. Where it kind of falters is with the villains. I wish they showed them more. I wish they had more character development. They do show a few things here and there, but I think it could have used more. Where I wanted to know more about the villains than they showed. But other than that, ew, that was good. And another, so the plot is really good. The characters are really nice, and the concepts and themes are really good. I like the curse energy. I like how they set up all this stuff to the fights are really good when they set up the fights. Those are really well done. So overall, this show is incredibly good. The one couple falters besides the villains not being, I guess, fleshed out as they should be, some of the animation is pretty bad, especially during the faster paced fight scenes. And sometimes it's pretty ugly and noticeable. Maybe they can work on that specifically. Mappa did a really well job any other time. It's just like sometimes it just looked bad. So other than that, maybe some of the art style is a little bit weird, but and maybe throw you off a little bit. But other than that, I can't really think of too much complaints. I give this overall this anime a 10 out of 10. I think this is my first one that I ever 10 out of 10. I think my complaints are really minor and even close to nitpicking. Everything else is really on point, especially like the fights. Some of the two-on-one fights are really well done. I like the domain expansions when they are shown. They're really unique, really cool visually, and the Gojo is a really interesting character. He's overpowered as fuck. I think he may become like a Gary Sue kind of type of character, but the manga and the anime are really close together, and there's not a whole lot of difference between them. I've been reading that, so that's fairly well too. I couldn't really think of too many complaints about the whole show besides the one I mentioned before. I definitely give this a recommendation, and I can't really complain a whole lot besides like I think the worst downside was some of the animations through the fight scenes. That's basically it. Everything else is on point. The fight scenes, the character development, especially for 24 episodes, the train where he gets this cursed energy and learns how to use it, and some of the side characters that are not as important as the main character also get their shine. Not as much as I liked, of course, but I can't really complain as previously explained before. But overall, everything else is good. So I definitely recommend this. Go ahead, watch it. Thank you for listening. Rate, comment, subscribe.